Good afternoon, guys, or good evening, depending where you are. It's early evening in the UK here. Housekeeping, early morning pipe in my beautiful Stanwell 2002 pipe of the year. Well, looks like our friend's about again, claimed to be armchair piper Ed, sending out emails trying to con people out of Amazon cards, claiming you can't get them and he's having issues getting them in the States. Can we get them? And he's having bank issues and they'll pay you back. Again, it's the same one as we had before a couple of weeks ago, didn't we? Armchair piper Ed. Again, I don't know why he's being attacked. This is the second time in what, a month? Maybe just over a month, claiming he wants to buy a gift card for his niece's birthday. So just be aware, guys, be careful, yeah? Don't fall for this shit. Sorry. Don't fall for this scammers, you know. Scum of the earth, aren't they? It's going to be like this. If I can find out which lighter's got gas in it. Hope you're all doing well anyway. There's some nasty storms over there in America, haven't they, guys? Did you all seen hailstones? I can't remember who put it on now. I think it might have been Steph. Steph and Skip. The hailstones the size of marbles. Well, I hope you're all okay over there, guys, honestly. It might have been a couple of days ago. I am behind because I said I've started a new job. It's 4 on 4 off. Currently on my 4 off. I've done my first 4 days. Warehouse, working in a warehouse. Order as a picker, basically, order picker. Got a lot more training to go through yet for what they call a lollop, which is basically it's a pump truck with a motor light, electric. It's electric, it's an electrified pump truck basically. So that's been part of my training because it's a massive warehouse. It's I'm working for a company called Staffline, which is one of the biggest recruitment companies in the UK. No, it is the biggest recruitment company in the UK, and the company I'm working for is GXO, which you guys in America know is based in Connecticut. Massive company. I think the revenue last year was about 14.5 billion. That's how big they are. So the warehouse I'm working in, and they got over 1,000 of them, is in a place called Middlewich in Cheshire. It's part of JD Outdoor, which incorporates JD Sports and all that lot. It's also part of, it's the JD group, isn't it? That's, you know, so Millets and Black, whatever it is, and Go Outdoors, massive, as you know, Go Outdoors, you people in the UK, we got no, if you know Go Outdoors, we supplied them, we're the warehouse for them. So you can imagine how big this warehouse is. It is huge, and it takes it out, especially the first couple of weeks when you're walking. It is, I've never seen a warehouse so big. I would like to see, I don't know how many thousands of items there are. You've got things from minute little fishing hooks, you know, to couple of millimetre tall, to massive tents and stuff, you know, absolutely unbelievable stuff. And it's all got to be picked for the stores to go out throughout the UK. And that's what I do. Like I said, it's 4 on 4 off, 12 hours. It's a long old day. On the 23rd of June, I'm going on tonight, which is my preferred shift. Yeah, so at least I'm working again. I'll give the other job, the van job, the driving job, notice. Because we just haven't had any shifts, you know. I've had the odd one shift a week, which is, you can't live on that. So, I've got some deliveries, guys. I have what I think might be one of the last custard cream. Or vanilla custard, the Sutliff I think it must be one of the last pouches available. Yeah, so I'm glad I got some of that. I'm not sure how much I've got in my cellar, actually, to tell you the truth. I don't think I've got £1. And I've got something else here. I have emailed the place where I've got it from, because I've got something here, another £1 or something, and I've no idea what it is. All I've got is a number, 168393. So if you got any of you guys, I think this has come from 4 Noggins, and if any of you guys have had this, you can tell me what it is. So you've had the same sort of packaging, silver foil package, £1 of tobacco. Like I said, it's number 168393. Obviously I haven't opened it, can't smell anything through the foil. So yeah, I'm still waiting for them to email me back with what that order consists of. And I've got some cigars I want to try. Obviously this is what I keep it in, my little tupperware and my little humidity control there. So we're at 72 degrees humidity, sorry, temperature 72 and the humidity 71. Bang on, that is, you know, that's well within the margins, as they say. So I put these separate because obviously they're, after being shipped over, they're being acclimatizing. I've got, that's why it's in a separate bag. It's a flavoured cigar. It's a CAO Eileen Stream, and some of you guys know Eileen Stream's one of my favourite aromatics. I've seen Carolina Rose smoke these, so I thought I'd give one a go myself. So that's Eileen's Dream. And then I've got a little pouch of stuff. Got a little small Bavida, but they got their own little humidity control packs in them. So that's that one, guys. Yeah, I have one of these. These are Gove. G-O-V-E-E off Amazon. These are Bluetooth units, and they can, obviously you've got an app on your phone and it'll give you alarms and all that. Once you set your temperature and your humidity control, you've got an alarm on it and it'll send you a message to your phone. So show you what I've got. Two of these are what I wanted to try, a few I have had before. So I've got a Toro size barber pole filthy hooligan. In a while since I've had these. This is the yeah, it's a Toro size. So that's the barber pole. I'm actually going to take these out the packet actually while I'm here now. I've got a couple of Leaf by Oscar cigars, because I do really enjoy these. God, I don't know what's going on there. Look at that. That feels really fat here. I'm hoping it's just the outer cigar leaf to put in. One's a Corojo and one's a Sumatra. Now, I do like them, but I did prefer one over the other, but I couldn't remember which one because I want to stock up on some of these. Again, Toro size cigars. You know, this band here, which actually you can smoke the leaf if you wanted to, the outer leaf, which protects the cigar. So that's a Leaf by Oscars. You might see the difference in the tobacco, but I think they're both, if I remember right, they're both Maduro cigar. Some all wrapped up here. Oh, so we have some La Aroma du Cuba cigars. These I've got after I watch, as you know, Holtz quite a lot, and they really rate these cigars. This is the edition especial. I think it's what they call a Corona. Let's have a look what it says. It just says it's the #1 La Aroma de Cuba edition a special, it's a number 1, so I think it's a Corona size cigar. You see it's not huge. It could be a 48, 50 ring gauge. So I've got a few different versions of these. I've got, let me get the other ones out. And this is one I'm really looking forward to. So this is like, I think this is Churchill. This is the La Aroma Cuba Passion, which I know Maz likes from Hot Cigars. So you got a bit of a, so I've got 2 of them to be going on with. And what else have I got? I got an, now this is a Toro, definitely a Toro. They look almost identical. Oh, actually, I've got 2 the same cigar but different sizes. So this is the La Aroma Duke Cuba Mi Amor. So that's a Toro or Gordo, and then I've got a Churchill size as well. Again, look, Maduro wrappers on these. Then I've got the, again, another Churchill size. This is the special edition. So is that 2 special editions? Yeah, I got different. I got one of each look of them cigars. So you got the special edition and the Churchill lengths in them. So that's the Aroma di Cuba, the Passion, and the something called Mi Amor. Really popular cigars in America I know of. A couple more, guys. If you can drop that pouch in there, humidity pouch. I've got a Charter Oak. I know Simon's done a couple of reviews on Charter Oak. This is the Habano Grand. It's a 6x60. So again, another Toro size cigar, the Charter Oak. I don't think it's going to focus on that, guys. Like I said, I'm using my stupid old camera and I'm getting a bit of reflection from, I'll see, from the sun. And I've got a, what's this? This is the 2012 by Oscar Valadares. It's a Sumatra Toro 6x52. Some of you might recognise the band on that. How nice does that look? That's a lovely band, isn't it? It's a bit like these La Aroma di Cuba. Lovely bands on these, the artwork on them. I don't know if Carolina Rose has tried any of these cigars. Maybe she could, if she hasn't, remember what they taste like. Yeah, so this is the 2012 is a box press. Might not quite get it there, but you can see the difference there in the size. And then one they put in a separate bag, because it's an expensive one. Now I'm not sure, I think I might have got the wrong one. No, not quite got the wrong one, I think. Let's get it, undo it. This is a Padron, which I don't think I've had before. This is the let's take out the way. This is the anniversary, the 1964. Again, it's one I've going by what someone else has tried. Holtz. Sorry guys, I'm getting now. Let's get out the way of this reflection or whatever. This is the 1964. I know I think the 1926 was the better cigar. Again, looks like a box press. Heard a lot about Padrons, but they're not cheap cigars. You know this, guys. Even in America, these are not cheap. I think this is about $18, $18.75, something like that. So this is the anniversary series. It's even got a, you might not be able to see this, guys. There's a serial number just underneath there. 1523 152521, whatever the hell that means. So I'm really looking forward to trying that in a in a month or two. Once they've, like I said, I'm in no rush to try these, but the La Aroma de Cuba, I'm really looking forward to trying. So that's my cigars, guys, and that's about it. You know, I'm not gonna drag this video out. It's not gonna be a 30-minute video. Like I said, we've come to 16 minutes now, so they'll go back in me. Excuse me, when I duck my head. Just put them back on the floor, and let's try and get some of this bloody thing out the way here. Just move you around a bit, so I'm not got so much reflection. I know, miss. So, yeah, old slap head. Yeah, the light's bouncing off me slap head. Sorry guys, just bear with me a second. Okay, don't know whether that's any better or not. Let me just close these doors to get some of the reflection off. Move you back a little bit. Yeah, so there's a few cigars I've got to try. I said the work's going well. It's a busy place, as you can imagine. I've been looking at some of the reviews online. They're saying a lot of people are slagging the place off. They don't like it. It's too much work. But it's a busy warehouse. You know, what the hell did they expect? You know. A lot of them are complaining about the breaks aren't long enough. It's a half-hour break and a 15-minute break. Normally it's a half hour, and 2 15-minute breaks from other places I've worked. But you know, it is what it is. It's work. It's going to bring money. You know, it's going to bring money in. It's going to pay the bills. Like I said, I'm virtually debt free now. Like with Jim Corvette. Congratulations, by the way, Jim. I know you've become the same, debt free. I will, within the next 2 weeks, I'll be completely debt free. I won't owe a penny to nobody. No, all my cards are paid off. Like I say, I've got a little, the only one I owe now is my car payment, which I'll catch up, like I said, within the next 2 weeks. And then I'm in the same boat as Jim. It's been a long time. It's been a long, hard uphill struggle the last 20 odd years, I'd say, easy. But if it wasn't for my girlfriend, I've been in a lot more in the real dire position, I tell you. I think I would have been bankrupt by now. She was the one who kicked me ass and got me to contact my creditors and to talk to them and work out I was going to pay them back. I never got into an IVA or an agreement where it would show up on the credit file. It's just a matter now of building my credit file back up, because obviously it shows that I've missed a lot of payments. I know it could be too much information I'm giving out here, but you know, that's me. I'm being honest. Like I said, I've missed a lot of payments. I've got no CCJs or anything like that, or court judgments against me. It's more missed payments than anything. And I think I defaulted on 3 creditors. So like I said, the car payment is the only one at the moment that's showing up on my credit file as in arrears. So once that's paid off next month, that'll be cleared off as well. So hopefully my score will start building up. I'm watching Simon LCS knocking out some great pipes. I was watching his video earlier on about that idiot Sadiq Khan, whatever his name is, the London mayor, being knighted. They're knighting everyone now, and they just give them away. And they just put them in a freaking, what we call a lucky bag. Because that's what they're doing, they're like giving away. And I think in the New Year's honours list, I think David Beckham's been knighted as well. For his services to football. Wow, whoopee woo. I never liked to get Sadiq Khan. He just messed up with London. You know, he was the mayor of London, and he just screwed it up basically. Like Simon was saying, nobody feels safe in London anymore. Too much crime going on. The two-tier policing system. It's all corrupt. The whole system's corrupt. You know, from Parliament downwards. You know, the whole system's corrupt. Country's corrupt. You know. And it's not like Sadiq Khan needs, you know, knighthood, man. It just makes my blood boil. That's why, again, I don't like talking politics. I don't follow politics. It's all BS. Yeah, so this go back to this job. Like I said, it is busy because you're order picking. I said we've got another week's training, and then like I said, when I go back Sunday, I got 4 more day shifts before I start going to my night shifts, which are my regular shifts. Then that'll be what I've asked for, and that'll be the 23rd of June. I start my night shifts, and then obviously we get training for what these lollops, like I said before, these motorised pallet trucks basically. And they got different versions because they got ones that reach like 18 meters or whatever. I don't want to do them, but they have like one that goes about, let's say, maybe 15 foot up in the air, which I will be trained on. I don't know if I'm gonna be suitable for that because of me head for heights, you know. I'll soon find out, but it's no big deal. It's not a requirement of the job. It just might make things easier for me. As far as I know, they're not paid any more than the rest of us, you know. I think the big trucks there will be the ones that go to height. I think they got a different rate of pay. But I'm not 100% sure on that. You know, I presume it will be one another. You know, so what's the point of being trained on this equipment if you're not going to have a better pay, a better rate of pay? Obviously, there's a lot more risk. There's a lot more risk of accidents and things happening because, like I said, there's a lot of people working there, a lot of people walking around, a lot of equipment being used. You know, these trucks and all that, they're going, you know, they're all over the place. I mean, you got about over 100 people, you know, in the warehouse at night. In a big warehouse like that, you know, it seems quiet, but it's not. We're not a busy period at the moment. So they very rarely they've never laid anybody off, as far as I'm aware. Obviously, the people started there, don't like the job and left, but so I started, like I said, with an agency staff line. I'll have like 12-week probation. But I'm not worried about saying you're not good enough or anything like that. I spoke to a lot of people there, getting on well with everybody. So we've got a mixed, it's a right real mixed bunch there. We got Romanians, Polish. There's East Timors, you know, Indian. You know, so it's a right mixed bunch. But some of the reviews I've been looking at, some of the team leaders are shooting way above their posts, so I've got to watch out for that. And then management, apparently management is an issue there, you know, from what I've read on the reviews on Trustpilot and whatever. You know, they say management don't back, you know, got no interest in the workforce. You know, there's people who've been made managers who've only been there like 10 minutes, but because they've had an affair or got involved with one of the other managers, they've been made up, you know. And it's a usual typical thing, you know. If your face sort of fits, then you do well. If it doesn't, you won't. A lot of favouritism going on between people, you know, between managers and the likes. But that's isn't that the way the cookie crumbles? It's like that everywhere you go, isn't it? Yeah, that's yeah. So we got an office there. There's about 8 managers, or doing different various roles, you know, in the office there. But it seemed a good bunch, you know. I've had no issues at the moment. But yeah, but time will tell. Maybe too early to tell yet. Like I said, as a new guy, there is a pick rate of such, but they're not on me back at the moment. As soon as you know, they'll wait till you've got the yard chain and everything before they start. From what I've gathered, before they start saying, listen, you need to up your rate a little bit more, work a bit quicker, whatever it is, you know. But it's a warehouse. They got to make the profits, and you know, if you're slacking, they're going to tell you to buckle your ideas up a little bit, aren't they? But from what I've heard, you know, I haven't heard of anybody being let go because, you know, they're not up there, you know, they're not doing enough work. But I'm enjoying it. Well, you know, it's been my first week. It's a hell of a lot of walking around, so your feet do take a bit of a pounding, and it's a bit of a, you know, it's a bit, because you're doing a lot of bending down as well, so you're picking stuff up off the floor up to, you know, you have to scan like barcodes and all that with these handheld devices, or you have a little gun type of you know, shoots at infrared beam, whatever it is, laser, whatever it's called, reads a barcode. Yeah, and it tells you where to go and pick from, you know, one of them. The old ones I used to have was an in-ear one version, and you'd have to, obviously you'd log on and it'll tell you where to go, what item to pick. But this is just like a gun type, or you have a one of these things on your finger that has a button on the side. So as you press it, it reads shoots the beam out and it reads the barcode. So it's like a laser thing, you know. You actually see it, you know, like these like red dots. Great for cats if you have something like that. You watch a cat run around after a little dot, you know, on the floor. It's fun. But it's like that. It reads a barcode and it tells you how many you need to pick. You got, like, we use tote boxes, or it could be a pallet you're picking. We normally start off with a tote box early, you know, in the first part of the shift. Then we go to mixed, which could be tote boxes and boxes, and then like big stuff in the afternoon. So, you know, so that at least you start off easy, and then it gets a little bit harder during the end of the shift. And then you could be picking just pallets, you know, you know, so you got your pump truck and you got a pallet on there, and you're just loading that pallet up, and that's it. And then you have to label it up and blah blah blah, and then other guys send it out, load it up onto the trucks. But at the moment, yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's good. I like the diversity of people. Never heard any animosity between anyone. You never hear any arguing. I know we've come to 30 minutes. I'm sorry, guys. I was expecting to make this a little bit shorter than normal. But they've actually got an X-ray machine, because you're not allowed to take your phones through to the warehouse. You're not allowed to wear hoodies. You're not allowed to wear caps. You can wear a what they call them? What these ones that don't take, again, what do you call them? That don't cover your eyes. You know, you can't wear a hat with a peak or anything like that on it. So yeah, so you can wear a little woolly beanie. You can wear the beanie. That's about it. You can't wear the hoodie. Your high vis got a zip on it. It's got to be zipped up, because obviously there's a risk of it getting caught on stuff. So health and safety is good there. You come out the warehouse. Obviously, you got phone contacts if anybody needs you. You know, they got to contact the office. You know if it's an emergency or anything like that. But phones, food. The only thing you're allowed to take into the warehouse is water. It's got to be in a clear bottle. Or you know, if you're taking anything, you know, your car keys, again, it's got to be in a little clear see-through bag. So when you come out, you have to stand on a platform, and it's got an X-ray, and you turn round, a bit like an airport thing. You turn round front and back, and the security can see if there's anything in your pockets. If you've got anything in you've got your wallet in, it'll notice it. So it'll ask you what you got in your back pocket, or what you got in your front pocket. Obviously, we got equipment. Obviously, we've got knives and stuff and all that. We got to put on the desk before we go through the scanner, and everything. Everywhere you go, it's, you know, it's card entry only. So you got to scan your card in. A break, when you have your breaks, you got to have your scan your card to say you've gone for your break. Scan your card when you come back. Scan your card when you start work. Scan your card when you leave for work. You know, all that. So no phones, no earphones, nothing like that. They do have music, funny enough. They've got a big bloody square, like a karaoke machine there. One of the guys plugs his phone in it and plays music, because they find even in a busy environment like that, a health and safety environment, they reckon music helps people. You know, helps them. They reckon it's morale. It's good for morale. You listen to music during the day rather than it just being dead quiet. You know, like almost graveyard quiet. But it's not quite. Obviously, in a busy warehouse like that, it's never going to be graveyard quiet. But you gotta be switched on. Like, you know, you gotta, especially what's going on around you. So much going on around you. You've got to be really, you know, because you could walk into the path of one of these machines. You know, these trucks easy. I mean, because the roads we go down are, you know, they go down, we go down. You know, you're not supposed to be within 3 rows of one of these big pickers. You know, when they're picking, and they're that bloody, you know, whatever the meterage is, it's bloody high. I know that. So yeah, it's got to be 20 foot odd, if not more, 25 foot possibly. So you're not allowed anywhere near them while they're working. So yeah, so you got to just stand out the way while they finish doing their pick, and then let them come down. You know, let them come down, because they're standing in a box basically. It goes up and down, and then yeah, and obviously it's got the pallet on side it. So you take your pallet up with your boxes, and they pick, put into the boxes, come back down, move along. Yeah, but thousands and thousands. I think we had number of aisles in that place was about 35 aisles, and I mean, it's like a football. It's like the length of a football pitch, you know. Huge, absolutely huge warehouse. Yeah, it's at the moment, so everything's going well, guys. So that's to catch up on the work thing. I've got other things going on. So the BMW's been put on hold again. I wanted to get it done this week, but it's just been, I might try and get it sorted out on my next Ford off. Yeah, so I've got a few things to do. But so that's it, guys. I will love you and leave you. Thank you very much if you've watched the video all the way through. I know it's dragged on a little bit, 35 minutes it will be. So I much appreciate it. Appreciate your comments. You guys over in America, keep safe, keep well, you know, especially with these storms. We had a belted of a day today. It's been really sunny, really warm. Some places are going to hit 30 degrees, I believe, here in the UK. This next, you know, over this week or weekend, whatever. So just be safe, be careful. Enjoy your smokes, guys, and I'll catch you on the next Welsh's Waffle. Again, always a pleasure to have your company. Take care. All the best.